closely at the wealthiest people in the world. 88% of millionaires are self-made. They didn't inherit a fortune, they built it themselves. To figure out exactly how they did it, an accountant named Tom Corley spent 5 years studying the daily lives and routines of 233 self-made millionaires. His research showed that high IQs and lucky breaks are rarely the deciding factors. Instead, the data revealed that 95% of all human behavior is dictated by our subconscious. Most of what we do is purely habit. We are going to map out the exact habits Corley found. Before we take the next step, grab a pen and a physical piece of paper right now. You will need it to follow along. Here is why that subconscious programming is a financial liability. If your brain's default setting is geared toward comfort and passive consumption, achieving long-term financial independence is biologically impossible. You have to actively overwrite your lazy autopilot. Step 1 is defining the target. On that piece of paper you just grabbed, write down your specific financial goals and assign a hard deadline to each one. This chart compares the success rates of different planning methods. People who rely on wishful thinking rarely succeed, but when you physically write your goals down on paper, your statistical probability of achieving them increases by 46%. Now we engineer your morning. I challenge you to wake up 2 to 3 hours earlier than you normally do. This secures a quiet, uninterrupted window of focus before the rest of the world demands your attention. Use the first 30 minutes of that window to read. Self-made millionaires dedicate time every day to self-education, building what Corley calls a success vocabulary that compounds their decision-making skills over time. Next, engage in physical exercise. This lowers your stress levels, clears mental fog, and builds the physical longevity required to actually enjoy the wealth you are building. Finish your morning routine by writing down 3 specific things you are grateful for. Steve Harvey credits this exact practice for forcing his brain out of a negative deficit mindset and into a state of abundance and clarity. Reading, exercising, and practicing gratitude. Stacking these 3 actions together builds an impenetrable psychological defense mechanism. By winning the first 3 hours of your day, you inoculate your mind against the inevitable external stress of life. You ensure that you spend your day executing a proactive plan rather than constantly reacting to emergencies. Next, we have to audit your daily resources. Every time you wake up, you are given 84,600 seconds. It is an expiring currency. Whatever you do not use today is permanently lost. This pie chart shows the primary financial defense used by the wealthy, the rule of paying yourself first. Before paying bills or buying consumer goods, you pull 20% of your income and immediately drop it into savings and investments. Automating this strict percentage deduction over the course of decades is the true mechanical engine behind self-made wealth. Warren Buffett accumulated 95% of his total net worth after the age of 50. The strategy relies entirely on consistent, patient investing over a long timeline. You must also audit your social circle. During his toughest early years, actor Anupam Kher actively avoided spending time with other struggling, negative peers. He consciously chose to surround himself with positive, inspiring people who pulled him upward. True wealth defense requires you to ruthlessly cut out time-wasting activities and fiercely protect your mental energy from draining influences. To close the loop, you need a nightly reset. Before you go to bed, sit quietly for a few minutes of reflection. Ask yourself 3 hard questions. What went right today? What went wrong? And what specific new lesson did I learn? Self-made millionaires rely on this exact process to evaluate their daily actions. It allows them to constantly pivot and course correct, so they never operate blindly. Your final action before sleep is to physically write down your schedule and tasks for tomorrow. This nightly loop ensures you never wake up confused about what to do next. It transforms random daily events into a continuous, measurable feedback system that guarantees compounding personal growth. Trying to adopt all of these new habits at exactly the same time is overwhelming. Doing it alone usually leads to burnout and failure. That is why we are launching a completely free 21-day live challenge starting January 1st. It is designed to enforce daily repetition and build these habits safely through community accountability. To enroll, go to the description of this video right now. Click the See Can community link and join the dedicated WhatsApp group. This infographic lists the complete set of 13 rich habits identified in Tom Corley's study. These are the exact routines we will be installing over the course of the challenge. Pause the video right now and take a screenshot of this list. Keep it on your phone as a daily reminder of the baseline standard you're working toward. Finally, go to the comments and write, "Yes, I will take this challenge." Intellectual knowledge of these habits is completely worthless without 21 days of relentless execution. Let's get to work.